Hey there guys, Jack Bosch here, and I'm here today with our top closer, land flipper, real estate investor, and full-time team member in our land profit generator team, David Van. We are going to walk you through the exact process of a perfect sales call.
Yeah, well, first of all, before we actually start, I just want to make sure that we all know there's actually three kinds of closers. There is the relationship guy, there's the jackhammer, and there's the order taker. Well, you know what? The relationship guy is always going to win because he's going to build the relationship before he gets to close. The jackhammer is going to fizzle out really fast if he doesn't get it in the first 5 seconds, and the order taker might even get hung up on. So what we're going to focus on today is the relationship guy. Jack Bosch is the buyer.
Okay, I'm the buyer.
And I am the seller. So there's two things I'm really focused on right now. It's building a relationship, but also making sure this is the right fit for him. And also building value in the product that I have. In this case, it's a property, that it is the right fit. So what we're gonna be doing is kind of talking to him and kind of walking him through what that process is, building some confidence. This is the right fit for him. And we're gonna kind of walk him through that closing process. So we got Jack on the phone, and the very first thing I'm gonna say is, hey, listen, we haven't met before, but you actually came into our website. You're interested in buying our property. Notice what I just said right there. What questions can I answer for you? I really wanted to kind of walk you through what that process is. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Just wanna make this really, simple for you. But how you guys doing? How you doing right now? Where are you at right now?
What I'm thinking in this moment is like, okay, this guy is cool. He's not trying to slam me into something right away. He wants to know what I'm looking for. Okay, well, let me see. I'm still a little cautious because I don't know him from Adam. So I was like, okay, well, thanks for calling me. Yes, I put my information in. I want some land, right? I want some land for appreciation, for some fun, perhaps to build on it. I live in a condo right now. The neighbor coughs. I hear him. Like, we would love to build something out there and have like a few acres.
So these answers are going to help us get to the close, okay? We're not at the close right now. We're still in the conversational phase, building trust, building relationship, kind of walking through it, and that's where we're at. We don't want to be anxious. We don't want to be, antsy, it's $5,000, I'll sell it to you for $4,500 right now. It's not the time and place for this, okay? Now, he's given me enough to talk about. I'm gonna talk to him about it, and I'm gonna slow the conversation down. I already got everything I needed to know. He doesn't like his place where he lives right now. He gave me a lot of objections to where he lives right now and why he wants this, so I'm building value right now. Don't rush this conversation, and now you're asking him questions, okay?
So one of the things, for example, that he probably would ask me, correct me if I'm wrong, is more drilling a little bit down of exactly like what my timeline might be to build, why I'm attracted to that area, right? And then I'm going to tell him why I'm attracted to the area instead of he telling me why I should be attracted to the area. Because if he tells me why I should be attracted to the area, now he's selling me. I feel sold. If he's asking me like, hey, why are you looking at that area? He's like, you know what? I like it. I like the fact that it's just outside of town. I can still make it in town. I like there's a few lakes close by. I can really see myself there down the road. Yeah. Now, I just emotionally invested more into that conversation as the buyer, and now I want this property more than I just did before he even asked me that question.
Yeah. So eventually, when you're building the relationship and you're qualifying them, they're going to say, okay, I'm ready. But they may not say, I'm ready right now. They may give a couple key words, like what's the next step, what's the process, and everything like that. So you want to get on the phone and you want to know what that process is. I think the most beautiful thing about sales is that everybody has sales experience, whether you know it or not. Okay, everybody has relationships. You have a father, you have a mother, you might have kids, you might be married. There was a time and place when you didn't quite know what to say, but you know that you wanted to go somewhere with somebody. Either you wanted to go on a date with them, or you wanted to have more time with them, or you want to spend more time with your kids. You're pulling them in this direction, and that's what relationship sales is I'm pulling you in this direction, but I don't want to fight you for it, okay? I want to build a lot of trust, and I want to inform you, and I want to help you, and I want to be your tour guide along in the process.
Right. Yeah. In a direction that we know you already want to go anyway. Otherwise, you would have not submitted your name. You would have not submitted your email or phone number on a website that sells real estate that as an interested buyer, right? So therefore, this is not really even sales. This is more guidance, making sure in a guided path towards the decision that you know you want to make anyway, that we know the buyer wants to make anyway, it's just showing and helping them understand that this is really, the property checks all the boxes. And then it's like, hey, now that the property checks all the boxes, there's a natural tendency of people to still hesitate. And that's where the urgency comes in and some of the scarcity come in, and then you get them to ask you to take that next step.
Yeah.
Now, how do you do that?
So there's three things that I'm always focused on: scarcity, urgency, and value. Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to push the value really hard, but I really want them to really find the scarcity and urgency in their life, in their style, and what we call fit. Okay. So if somebody that sees really good value, scarcity, and urgency in a product, and it's the right fit, there should be absolutely no reason why they're not giving you their credit card or buying the property or closing on the property or giving you a closing statement of, okay, let's move forward. Okay? So that's why I really challenge you. So if you're not getting to that point in a conversation where they're not, I always say, if you're struggling with what to say, just ask questions. Okay? You don't have to lead the conversation, just ask questions. It could be the same questions to everybody you talk to, but you can't have a relationship without having a conversation. And that's all we're going to do. Yeah.
This is how you structure a sales call that ultimately leads to actually the buyer asking you for the sale. You ask them what they want to be. You help them get clarity about what they want. Yeah. Then you help them understand how this property checks all the boxes, honestly. And if it doesn't check one of the boxes, you tell them that too, right? They have to make the decision on whether or not it's a good fit. And then once they checked all the boxes and you talked about price and you talked about also terms and things like that, they are basically done. And they're like, okay, great. Where do I sign is basically just what they want to say at that point. Where do I sign? What's the next step? How do we move forward? And that's what you want. So you don't ever have to really ask them, are you ready to buy right now? They will eventually say that to you.
I want to see you in the comments. I want to see how this has changed anything that you're doing right now. Leave in the comments how you start a conversation. How do you walk into a restaurant and make friends? How do you actually do that? Well, you're going to do that on the phone this time. That's it.
Beautiful. Let's do it, all right? With that said, subscribe to our channel, comment below exactly what David just said, and we'll see you in the next episode.